Have you ever thought about using trading bots? I used Bitsgap in the last bull market and turned $1,000 into $50,000 within a 5-month period. I documented the whole process and put it in a playlist if you want to see that, along with other training videos and tutorials how to set bots up and make the most of the volatility of the crypto market. If you sign up with a link in the description, you'll get a 7 days free trial with no obligation to continue, and you can also use a demo account within Bitsgap so you don't have to risk your own capital. Bitsgap. Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at some of these charts then, shall we? For what is probably going to be a bit more of an extension on this rally, not just for Bitcoin, Ethereum, but most altcoins. So I'm looking at some of the larger ones here, as far as market cap is concerned. Boring ones as far as most people are concerned. But, you know, the market's going to move as one. We're looking at Alteason 2.0. So rather than looking at the things that have already run, you know, the things that have already moved up, you know, things like INJ, RSR, RNDR, you know, these sort of things, the ones obviously that I brought to the table not too long ago that have already run. So let's have a look at the laggers now, because if there's going to be an extension, it's going to be on the laggers, and they're going to carry the market forward. So we'll start obviously just with a bit of a view on Bitcoin, then we'll look at Ethereum, XRP, EOS. That's right, we're still looking at EOS. I know people are in disbelief that I'm talking about it, but I am. And Atom, which is already moving up at the moment. So here we go, Bitcoin once again pushing that major resistance. You know, it's lower than 38,000. It's roughly around 37,800, pushing there again. You know, yesterday's candle body was neither here nor there, but again, the more times you push this resistance, the more likely it is to break. We've got a breakout of momentum. We are seeing some change on the histogram on the MACD. It's more bullish than bearish, let's face it. It's a bullish chart, smashing that resistance in the form of an ascending triangle if you base your support as a 21 exponential moving average. And it's just, let's face it, it's more likely to break than break down. That's all I'm saying. If we did break down, or should I say even pull back, it would be about to the tune of like $1,000, 36,800 at this moment, maybe 36,500. That would be the buy the dip, and if the dip fails and it continues to dip, then we go down a lot further. But at the moment, that's how it looks. It looks pretty sweet. Does look quite good. I'm very optimistic coming into tomorrow and basically the early stages of next week. This is not to discount what I was saying yesterday about the warning signs, the overheated volume reads, all of that. That is a setup given to us on a weekly, and that suggests exactly what I said yesterday. Two different time frames. We're looking at the shorter term time frames now. Whether it's 4 hourly or daily. Yesterday's video, just to put it into context, was on the weekly, which does point to a larger consolidation. From what area, I don't know, but from a toppy area. So whether it's here, which I'd be surprised at, more likely between like 42 to 43,000, which would be the next move up to the next major resistance, or maybe even a wick even higher than that, which takes us up towards like 48,000. Two different videos, two different time frames. So just remember that. Just I know that most of you do, and you can completely get it, but a lot of people don't quite understand what's going on when I make a video which is talking about a longer term bearish consolidation. And today I've woken up and I'm like, yeah, we're bullish, baby. I've been bullish for a long time. I still maintain that bullish bias on the short term. Now probably more than ever. We are pushing the resistance, like I say, on the 4 hourly. Again, a breakout of and a retest of the momentum on the RSI here as well. So it does look quite good. So let's move it down a notch. Ethereum, I don't know if you've noticed this, it's worth recognizing. So look, we've got trading volume on a 24-hour period on Binance of 269 million. And we move it back over to Bitcoin. What we've got is trading volume of 384 million. Obviously, that is a large difference, but it's actually minuscule in comparison to what these two trade out on a normal day. Bitcoin almost always dwarfs the trading volume, and I mean dwarfs it. It's completely huge in comparison to everything else. Does look like there's a lot of buyers stepping into Ethereum, adding more weight to a potential continuation of this altcoin season, this dead cat bounce, this alt rally, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to put labels on it. It upsets too many people. But yeah, further upside on altcoins. Let's just call it that, okay? Try and save the comments from the trolls. Because I've been talking about alt season for like 4, 5, 6 weeks now, and the trolls hated it. Oh, you're talking about... I go back to have a little gloat, and now apparently they're up 4x, even though they were saying it was going to go down. I don't know how they do it. You know, I don't know what's going on there. Everyone on the comments is always an amazing trader. So yeah, Ethereum, like I said, very much like Bitcoin, the volume's high, again, moving up, pushing up towards that previous resistance, 2,140, again, without needing to draw in the trend lines here. You can see that there is, just like Bitcoin, a break where the MACD is more constructive, looking to make a positive cross above the 0 point, obviously fresh golden crosses and all that good stuff. Everything's looking good on Ethereum. XRP. You might love it, you might hate it. Whatever your view on XRP is that it's actually a top cap coin and can actually assist in moving the market when we're talking about total market cap 2 and 3, because it takes up a large portion of at least total market cap 3. Right, so what we see here, the consolidation generally quite neat and tidy when you look at it through the lens of candle bodies. Forget the wicks. Just look at the candle bodies. Fine, all right, so what we've got now then. So we did break out, we retested, we're above a 10, above a 10, above a 10. Looks like this 62-cent zone is like a major support right now, given to us by a horizontal 10 exponential moving average. Momentum is not particularly convincing, but very much like the same as all the others. RSI breaking out on the daily over here, so it does look to me like volume breakout on the money flow index at the same time as the breakout on price action, at the same time as the breakout on RSI. So we've got momentum, volume and price action all breaking out. And if we take ourselves over to the 4 hourly, we're above all moving averages, all of them. That's pretty sweet. So it does look like that wants to continue to go up as well. Again, targets are going to be 65, 67, basically 70 to 72, and then higher. So lots of take profit areas above us. But again, there is power in numbers, and numbers are pointing north. Right, brace yourself. Here we go. This is where I get, this is where the trolls come in. What are you talking about, EOS? How dare you talk about it? Well, I'm gonna. In fact, I'll show you something on Atom first. So Atom, but basically like EOS, really. Then I move up to resistance, pull back from resistance, 200 simple moving average on the 4 hourly, up and away. Take ourselves over to the daily. We had a move up to resistance. Again, that was the resistance we've had in there for a very long time, that 1020 zone. And bang, 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 all the way down to 50 exponential. Bang, 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 all the way back up. Candle body so far looking like it wants to close around these areas. Definitely a revisit of 1020 looks like it wants to happen. Momentum, how are you doing? If you can just show me some momentum. So similar to the others, not quite as much conviction, but it definitely does exist in the same way. Breakout of RSI, and I wouldn't really say that we've broken out on volume yet. So this looks like there might be the top on this one. If we do break out of this, which I consider to be an accumulation zone, all of these areas up into the teens, absolutely on the cards. Absolutely on the cards. I'm not saying that's where we're definitely going to go, because we're still in the accumulation zone below 1020, but absolutely that's where it can go. Atom can move amazing, really fast, has done in the past, will do again. But is it ready to do it from this time? I couldn't say. We really need to build a base above here. We don't even have golden crosses or anything like that on the daily here. But again, I'm not going to dispute the way it looks right now. It's quite neat in its formation, which brings me over to the Millionaire Starter Kit. Only joking, absolutely not. But look, similar kind of setup, just lagging behind. Nice big move up. If we just reshuffle these moving averages, because I know that that's not where they're actually at. Sometimes hypertrader can be a bit of a nuisance, really. Anyway, whichever way you wanted to look at it, this 200 exponential is not there. It's more around here, to be fair. Oh no, it was there. That is correct. Right, so what we see is a pullback into a 50 exponential. What else did those shoes? Oh yeah, there we go. So there's rhythm on this. These are the laggers, right? Remember, these are the laggers. These aren't the RNDR. This isn't the INJ. This isn't all the other ones that we pumped and enjoyed the runs on already. These are the laggers, the ones that are yet to do it. If they are going to do it, they will mark the last stage of the alt season. That's normally what EOS is good for, to be honest with you. You'll see EOS do a 30, 50, 80% rally. Everyone going, oh, EOS. and then before you know it, it's down like 50% in a day, because the alt season is finished. So at the moment, again, we're pushing major resistance. This Bollinger Band Center, break that, 200 exponential, 71.7 cents, and then you break that, you move your way up to 74.7 cents. This giant descending trend line, which is also a falling wedge, which is also a bullish formation, which also gives us measured moves, not just on the way up, 92 to 127 and 177. It's pretty sweet, I have to say. Let's take it to a 4 hourly then to see what you're doing. So a little messier than Atom. 200 simple, lost, reclaimed, tested, up and away and above all moving averages. No pump signal on anything like this. This is yet to make its breakout. This is still sitting below major resistance on the daily, and it's again a lagger. It's an absolute lagger, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to achieve at least take profit 1 or 2, maybe even 3, or maybe even higher. I have a little flick around on Twitter. Some people are talking about it, not too many. Again, the trading volume is pretty low on this one. It's not particularly amazing. We're looking at the momentum again. This is what we're trying to determine. Are we breaking out? Well, we do look like we're having a breakout of momentum. So 1, 2, 3 major areas of resistance. Once we'll call it 75 cents. Once 75 cents is closed upon on a daily candle body, we'll be looking for all these to start to kick into fashion. And it's at that stage where we start to really think about where and how high alts can go between now and, well, we'll just call it Christmas, really, shall we? Because back to what I was saying yesterday, I am slightly concerned about the overheated read on the money flow index. It hasn't yet closed, it is out of what I call the comfort zone. It's sitting at 86, almost 87. We have had bubble pops here, and here, and the all-time high was here. So this is the 4th highest read, and again, without boring everybody to death, we're saying the same thing as I said yesterday. It is a bit of a red flag, let's face it. It doesn't mean that the top is in. It means that the top is quite likely near, and a consolidation is also round the corner. And a consolidation on a money flow index of this size or higher normally would take several months to play out. So there's all of this to bear in mind. That doesn't discount the trend signal that's involved on the weekly. Doesn't mean that we could move up to 48,000. And we could consolidate back down to, let's just say we hit 48,000. So it's roughly this candle body peak over here. So we hit 48,000. Excellent. And we consolidated back down to, let's just say 32. And still probably at that stage keep the trend signal intact. So that'd be a 31% retracement on Bitcoin from a peak to the next low. It might take several months, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months for that to happen. Bumps along the way. Altcoins probably getting absolute wrecked in the process because the liquidity generally is not great. Sentiment is still relatively low. The masses haven't got involved yet. This is just the crypto OGs, the traders, the optimists. We're the ones who are trading this market, not everyone and their mother and their mother's next door neighbour. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen at some point later on down the line, most likely in 2025. It'll start to go through the roof again. And your neighbour, your work colleague will all come tapping on your shoulder. Is it too late to buy EOS coin? And you're like, yes, it is. Just go back home, forget about it. I'll see you in 2027, which is basically what you'd have to say. Right. So that is basically the deal. So I am still looking for the alt season 2.0 or the extension of the alt rally or just an alt rally in general. I'll be focused mostly on the laggers, like these boring ones that I've said, which have decent setups. Obviously, there's going to be smaller cap coins that rally extraordinary, but I'm looking for the laggers to take up the next move now. Which is probably going to be the top to medium cap coins. Really, anything other than that would be a bonus. And then I'll be looking to exit the market probably before Christmas and reassess the situation. Not in any rush whatsoever to overtrade any of this market. I think it's been a pretty generous year, surprisingly, for not just Bitcoin but for altcoins and for stocks as well. So it's been pretty good, despite what you might feel or what other people might say. Crypto is back. It's back in full effect, and it's fulfilling its market cycle as we assumed it would do, which also means that there is going to be consolidation along the way. It's all part and parcel of it. It's not an up-only chart on a day-to-day. It is an up-and-only chart on a year-to-year for the most part. And we're in the we've completed year one of the 4-year cycle, which basically gives us another 1 to 2 years left to fulfill the next major top, which means that we are still early, but there's no point in going mad at resistances with particularly overheated reads on volume over here. Absolutely no reason to go mad. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.